Legendary Mahama rider on the way. Its wheels whistling cheerfully, Sachi's mini velo zips jauntily along the road. This thing's fundamentally designed for riding around town, but fortunately, it's capable of reaching a decent speed as well. The cycle computer installed in the center indicates an average velocity of 35 kph. Can't compete with a motorcycle or anything, but it's still excellent performance for the size. This thing is gonna be tough! That said, I'm up against motor vehicles and they have a head start. I don't know about this. Our UG occupation student, Kazami UG occupation student Mark II, we'll be able to do it. There's a decent amount of traffic since it's summer vacation and all, but they can still leave me in the dust pretty easily. I ain't gonna get anywhere at this rate. Fortunately, they're traveling on a winding, narrow prefectural road of the sort you'll often find on this type of small peninsula. Peninsula, holy shit. Almost said century roads. What does that even mean? Country roads present their own opportunities for the experienced rider. With a little skill and luck, it might be possible to catch them even riding a mini velo with a maximum speed of 50 kilometers per hour. Assuming that cars are headed for the metropolitan area, the entrance to the toll road, 15 kilometers ahead, will probably be my last chance to catch them. Fuck! Any further than that and the bicycle just won't be enough. Alright. I feel bad for Sachi, but I'm gonna have to treat this thing a little roughly. Ooh, what the shit? Leaning heavily to the right, I turn the bicycle onto a farm road that leads to a nearby mountain. Dude, Sachi, I'm sorry. Your bike is fucked. The tires crunch through rough pebbles. My whole body's jolted by small impacts running up through the frame. Soon I'm surrounded by forest. The trail ahead is one of the most blatant examples of bad road you've ever to see. Still, I push forward without hesitating. Oh, damn. Ooh, God. Within seconds, leaves and branches are slapping heavily against my face, arms, and all sides. I'd been prepared for a badly maintained road from the start, but this almost exceeds my expectations. Truly terrible conditions. This region was once used as an army maneuvering ground. Wouldn't surprise me if this thing dates back to those days. The designers clearly weren't interested in ensuring a pleasant or easy ride. It's impossible to avoid catching the tires on the natural holes and rocks that litter the path. I struggle along as best I can, using the handles and my own weight to avoid the worst obstacles. Still, no matter how skillfully I ride, my speed keeps falling. My feelings of impatience are giving way to outright frustration. Can we just, I don't know... Okay, can we just, drive, find a road, steal someone's car, and just go? Like that? I feel like... we'd have to ditch the bike, though. Nah, I don't think we could do that. God damn it! Even so, this is a definitive shortcut. Cutting straight through will get me to my objective much more quickly than following that meandering road around and around. Lowering my head, I pump pedals as fast as possible, warding off branches with one hand when necessary. The slope of the road begins to grow slightly easier. Eventually, the overhanging trees begin to thin out as well. Ooh, okay. And suddenly my field of vision expands dramatically. Hello! Seems I've reached the summit of this foothill. The trail's increasingly level underneath me, and it's less of a challenge to move the pedals. Best of all, the practically non-existent road finally changes to something more worthy of the name. Hooray! Ah, sweet! Alright, there you are! I catch a glimpse of two black sedans on a prefectural road stretching out below. Get 'em! Cars like that aren't common around here, and they're exactly as Machina described them. Skaki has to be in one or the other. Dude, we are hoofing it! Holy shit! Now it's the question of catching up, I guess. That winding road they're following only continues for another 7 kilometers or so. I've got to somehow get ahead of them and set up an ambush before they get off. It doesn't help that I don't exactly know where they're going. The city's my best guess, and since they're on this road, I can speculate they're trying to take the highway, but I have no proof. If they take a different route, I'm SOL either way, huh? Oh my god. At this point, I realize that the cell phone in my breast pocket is vibrating. I I ain't got time for this! Amine? 8 missed calls. They must have been startled by that sudden exit. Could always fill her in later, but I'd feel bad to make them worry too much. I'm decided to answer the call. Are you Omni? I think you're aware, but I'm sort of in the middle of something. Let's talk later. Listen, I know, but I need to talk later. Mom, sorry about that. I'll get in touch once things have calmed down a little. Nope, done. Already hung up. What? Look, I'm trying to follow the cars in question. Don't really have time to... Helpful information, you say? I see. So that's what this is about. Sorry, this would be be help. Did Sakaki get in touch with you or something? I mean, I could, but I don't know how easy it's gonna be. Not perfectly, but we should be able to hold a conversation. What's its information? I'm at the oh my god. I'm following the Mishima Cape coastline. The cars are heading north on the prefectural road, and I'm taking a shitty mountain road running almost parallel. Bit of a shortcut. Actually don't. to be perfectly honest with you. No, I guess they were heading to Tokyo since Sakaki's father's involved. Am I wrong? What you mean? Oh my god, they're taking her to a helipad? I don't know about this. Come to think of it, I think Sakaki mentioned this before. Apparently it was built more or less for the exclusive use of the company's top brass and their families. Stuck in my mind as a particularly impressive example of a late capitalist excess. Yeah, now that you mention it, I do, but I'd heard they weren't using it anymore. Son of a bitch, that's exactly what's happening. Seriously? Oh, this is a big ol' now we're actually on a super timer, I guess. A super timer. I see, it makes sense. I can't do a thing if they ship her out of here in the air. Yep. The helipad isn't far from the inner exchange leading to the highway, maybe 700 or 800 meters. It's entirely plausible given their current position, and it's hard to think the unusual situation there is a coincidence. Oh, definitely fishy. Forget fishy, it's probably where they're taking her. Alright, I'm gonna end the call. Thanks. Damn, alright. It's helpful to know their destination, but that doesn't make this chase any easier. Once she gets on that helicopter, it's game over, man. I absolutely have to catch up with her before then, somehow. But seriously, this road is the goddamn worst! Branches slap against my face, vines catch in my hair, and the rocks randomly lying against the ground are constantly slowing the rotation of my tires. The cars, visible only for brief moments in between gaps in the trees, seem to be slowly pulling further away. My odds of catching up are getting longer. I'm gonna need some luck at this point. The mountain road I chose as a shortcut was ideal in terms of distance. At full speed, I might have gotten ahead of them by now. But, unfortunately, riding on hilly terrain while pushing my way through thick undergrowth cost me even more time than I'd even expected. I had to take advantage of the time lost when they disembark. It's not like they can just drive the whole car onto the helicopter. At the very least, it'll take them a minute or two to get everyone out of the car and into the chopper, and they gotta get all buckled in and shit. Safety precautions. Now that they've pulled ahead, I can only hope that gives me the chance I need to close the gap. Practically tumbling down the descending path branching off the mountain trail, I finally rejoined the prefectural road. The helipad in question is only 400 or 500 meters ahead, but the cars are no longer visible. Son of a bitch! Can I even make it? Ignoring the traffic light ahead, I let my momentum carry me across the intersection, weaving between the cross traffic. My ears ring from a dozen honking horns as I rush directly towards the helipad. Or port, sorry. I just imagine it's just a single helipad. A small facility on a sprawling plot of land surrounded by fences comes into view. This has gotta be it if I remember the map correctly. Ooh. With a powerful squeal from the brakes, I force the bike from its maximum speed to a halt. Damn it! Too late! Just as I'm rolling up to the fence, the sound of a helicopter rotor fills the air. Son of a bitch! There are ways to get a chopper back to the ground, but few that involve it staying in one piece, and none that are available to me now. And following a car is one thing, but chasing a helicopter around on a mini velo would be just absurd. I mean, forget a mini velo. Forget it! No matter what kind of vehicle you have, keeping up with that thing from the ground is going to be very close to impossible. So much for that plan. I watch as the helicopter slowly rises into the sky and turns its nose to the west. For some reason, the direction of its flight strikes me as a little strange. Wait, they're not going to the city? The helicopter's heading almost directly away from Tokyo. It maintains its course to the west, flying parallel to the Shonan coastline. Could it be another helicopter but not hers? If I remember correctly, to the west of here there's... Oh, cut the shit! What the fuck? But as I'm thinking about the helicopter's possible destination... If you keep honking at me, I'm gonna steal that car from you. That'd be amazing. A completely out of place Kansai drawl rings out in the dry summer air. What, you talking to me? Huh? You son of a bitch? You wanna go? I'm gonna chuck this knife at you. I don't have a knife. Compared to Amine's relatively soft Kyoto dialect, yeah, because she only brings it out when she's mad. Or, like, gets excited. He's got a seriously strong accent, probably from the Kawachi area. I see. In other words, my presence in the middle of the road is obstructing your passage. How about no? He's got a dome of hair bleached such a blinding blonde that even Michiru would bow down. Damn, that bad? And a sharp beak nose that actually works for him somehow. Expensive clothes too. About the last guy you'd expect to have such a thick drawl. Character redesign might be in order. But that blonde hair isn't the only thing that clashes with the Kansai accent. Once I get a look at the car he's driving, my eyes stop moving entirely. Oh my god, don't tell me. A Gallardi Spider? What's a car like that doing here? Of all the out-of-place things in front of me, this is without a doubt the most bizarrely misplaced of all. It's the Lamborghini company's signature model, an extreme luxury sports car on the class of a Ferrari, that with a sticker price that could buy you a nice chunk of real estate. Oh, we are about to steal this car, aren't we? Please steal this car! I know I was joking, but I'm a prophet, okay? I don't fucking care. I'm the prophet of games. We are stealing this car. We're gonna fucking drive it all the way to wherever the fuck she's going in that helicopter. You don't say.
ビビるやろランボルギーニ乗ってるやつはおってもこんなに乗ってるのはわしぐらいやでちょっと兄ちゃんベタベタ触らんとってんか About to, aren't we?
Yeah, this thing's about as fast as they come. Seriously hard to believe I'm seeing a car like this in Japan.
まあせやな、俺もこうもうちょいそれ相応の場所に行ったらバーッとスピード出すねんけどな、日本やと捕まってしまうさかいにな。
For someone who doesn't care about that, Anyway, you've seriously got a nice ride here.
もう分かったやろ、わしパーティー行かなあかんねん。はよどいてくれんと時間に間に合わん。
Nope, you're getting that shit stolen. Leaning in close to the man's beak nose, I speak in a very deliberate tone of voice. A very, very nice ride. Yes! Yes! We fucking stole it! I am the prophet of all visual novels! Kneel before me and tremble! Holy shit, though. In inverse proportion to the man's fading shriek, the needle in the speedometer soars steadily upward. Amazing! It's my first time actually riding in one of these things. The acceleration's powerful enough to make my whole body tremble. I like how we're taking him with us. Just dead as fuck. If this was a carefree joyride, I'd be perfectly content to tear around all day in this thing. This is truly a magnificent car. Sure, it costs a lot of money. It's impossible to hold a conversation unless we quite literally scream at each other. From what my new friend tells me, the car itself hasn't been remodeled in any way, but it still roars as loudly as any hot rod I've ever seen. Absolutely not the sort of car you should be shipping to Japan, of all places. You said you wanted to put it through its paces, right? You son of a bitch. Puttering around town doing the speed limit in a monster like this would be disrespectful, don't you think? And so we went even faster. As the man's pressed back into his seat by the G-force, his attempt at speech slurs incoherently into a high-pitched little shriek. In the sky ahead, the helicopter continues its calm journey west along the coast. Maybe the wind's a little rough today? For whatever reason, it's flying at a pretty relaxed rate. It hasn't been getting too far ahead of us. Probably because it's like, haha, no one can catch us now. We're in the air. Next you'll fucking tell me this car has like, can fly or some shit. Of course, that'd still be completely impossible without this absolute beast of a car, but... One Piece? Ha! You don't know because I'm a huge occupation student. You got a turkey? Well, that turkey's gonna be mine now. So I see. Wouldn't do to show up late to his party, I suppose. Sure, there's a small corporate airport not far from here. Exactly, airport, corporate. Owned and operated by East Beach Transport, a company under the East Beach Railways group umbrella. It's mainly used for in-company freight planes, carrying parts and equipment from overseas. But every once in a great while, a private jet does fly out of there, and the helicopter carrying Sakaki is headed straight for it. You understand where I'm going with this? Oh boy, let me tell you a story. Once the airplane takes off, it's going to become very close to impossible for me to help Sakaki. I like how he's just saying this. I'd probably ship her off to some foreign school if I was in his shoes. There's always a risk of information leaking if you hide her in Japan, but that risk gets a lot smaller overseas.
あとどんくらい借りるのか、それだけ答えてくれたらやった
Till we get to the airport, then you're free to go. If this thing actually makes it in one piece. Right, sorry. We shouldn't be there in less than 20 minutes at this pace. Just cut it, just tough it out for a while.
ほんまやろうな。マジ勘弁してや。
Dude, this guy is like a big baby. He's not... The helicopter seems to have increased its speed ever so slightly. It's very gradual, but I think they're starting to increase the distance between us. I'm gonna pick up the pace a little.
まだ上げるの？嘘やろ？ちょっともう！
Dude, we're gonna fucking DeLorean out of here and just... Don't talk. You'll bite your tongue. The instant we turn it onto a straight stretch of road, I press the gas pedal to the floor. Oh my god. Holy shit. Meanwhile...
はい。はい。ありがとうございます。先生のご紹介でしたら、私としても安心でして。はい。娘も本格的に英語を学びたいと前々から言っておりましたので。もちろんです。門間さんの件も含めまして、近々そちらにもお伺いしようかと思っておりまして。はい。そちら方面についてもどうぞご期待くださいませ。
He's about to get a very rude awakening.
はい。ではこれにて失礼いたします。
This motherfucker.
入りなさい。
Damn, instantly just...
失礼します。
Oh, Lord.
状況はどうだ？今、ヘリで空港へ向かっております。順調に行けば、明日早朝にもアメリカへ到着する予定です。
All the way in America, huh? Well, at least you can have bacon!
順調に行けばでは困る。万全を期したまえ。
Well, you never know what might happen. Kazami Yuji occupation student might show up. Kazami Kazuki occupation student might show up. You never know what might happen. Oh, we're never gonna see Kazuki again for a long time, are we?
はい。失礼いたしました。
It's my dream.
例の軍人崩れのガキはどうした？由美子様をお連れする時も姿は一切見えませんでした。おそらくは陸将補の命令で遠ざけられたのではないかと。
Listen, you guys might have your fucking fingers in Ichigaya and you basically own it and shit, but you really, I don't care. Yuji doesn't care. Yuji gonna kill all of you. No, we're not. Let's not resort to that violence real quick.
そうか。油断はしないようにな。はい、わかりました。失礼いたします。
This fucking dad. I hate him.
海外にでも運んでしまえば、そうそう変な虫もつかんだろうさ。
You don't know that. I'll chase you down.
榊家のためにもおとなしくしていてもらうぞ、由美子。
Bruh, you actually don't give a fuck about her though. Just because the son oh Jesus, we're back. Hi. Just because that son fucking died and you're like, I need my daughter back so you can for the family business. And it's a cocky name. Fuck you, alright? The scenery flies past at astonishing speed. There's a bit more traffic now, but the oncoming cars flinch in terror the instant they see us approaching. They pull over to the shoulder one by one as we roar down the road. Still can't catch him. Most of my concentration is focused on manipulating the steering wheel, but every few seconds I glance over at the helicopter from the corner of my eye. It hasn't really picked up speed, but the terms of this race simply weren't fair to begin with. Well, he's in the sky. They're flying a direct course through the sky with no obstacles or signs to worry about. Completely different from chugging along on a public road, no matter how nice your car might be. Just a little longer. Fucking Yuji's face, though. It's great. My friend's voice has by now lost almost all of its initial vigor, but he keeps up a constant stream of questions about the time. Seems like he's really worried about that party. Okay, one more turn, it's just a straight shot after this. Jesus Christ, I've never heard a man make such noises other than me. The car drifts into the intersection, tires squealing as the rear swings out to the side. A small sign for the airport flashes past in the fraction of a second before we speed off again. Another 3 kilometers to go. I've got to beat them there and find a way to intercept their cargo. I got this. I got it. For now, I simply tear down the road, running parallel to the coast at full speed. The entrance to the airport comes into view, then a small control tower and a number of nondescript cargo aircraft. Among them, there's a single plane that's conspicuously different from the others. Oh, okay. They're doing like a transfer? It's a smaller craft with stripes and the East Beach Express red and blue on its flank. Has to be a passenger jet belonging to the company. And just at its side, the helicopter we've been chasing all this time has already landed. Fuck! Shit! Too late again? Oh, I'm gonna go in there, gonna beat the crap out of all those guards. We're gonna get Yumiko out of there. She'll be fine. Even though she went willingly. As the crow flies, it's only 300 meters away. Close enough that I can actually see a small group of people boarding the jet. I grope desperately for some sort of solution, but even if I ram my way into the airport, there's not much I can do now that they're fully embarked. Frustrating as it is to admit, I'm out of ideas. The jet begins to taxi for takeoff practically the instant the door shuts behind the last passenger. Crap, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So much for my wishful thinking about a multi-hour delay. Did I say wistful? I meant wishful. Holy shit.
もう空港着いたやろ。もうそろそろ勘弁してや。なあ、俺七面鳥叩けなあかんってさっきも言うたやろ。
Wait. There's one plan we could do, and it's a thing they always do in the action movies where, like, you know, the plane's taking off, but we're like in the car right under it, driving underneath it, and we somehow grab onto the plane. That'd be amazing, but I don't know how realistic that would actually happen. Sorry, but I don't have time to chat about your bird right now. Bird? The instant the word leaves my mouth, something occurs to me. Hey.
何よ。
Oh no. I got a question. That turkey of yours, is it frozen?
そんなこと聞いて何になるっちゅうね。今そんなこと答えても。
What are we gonna use the turkey for? Hurry!
冷凍です。保冷剤も詰めてまして、まだこっちこっちの状態やと。
Good. What are we gonna use it for? I see. Wise choice. Hopping out of the driver's seat, I walk over to the passenger side of the car and lightly grab hold of the man's shoulder. You're on the wheel, all right? Just do exactly what I tell you. We just reined this guy in.
おい、どういうこっちゃん。空港まで着けばって言っとったのに。これ以上何せっちゅうね。
I want you to do exactly as I fucking tell you. This time I lean in close, down, and bellow into his ear. Hurry up! oh. It's quiet. It's...
お父様よりお聞きかとは思いますが、このまま冬季はアメリカに向かいます。
We're gonna go to America, 'cause America.
アメリカ？
はい。お聞きではありませんでしたか？
Pretty sure Yumiko's not aware of most of the things happening.
なるほど。厄介払いにはちょうど良さそうな場所ね。
That's where everyone puts our Wait, I lost my train of thought. What? I don't know.
後ほど資料をご用意いたします。お疲れでしょうし、お休みになられた後にでもお目を通していただければと。
わかりました。
God, what are we doing? The car smashes through the thin fence, separating the airport from the public road with a satisfying crunch. What am I Oh, we are doing that! Wait, what are we using the turkey for? God damn it, I called it again! I'm 2 for 2 today, motherfuckers, but why are we... Aiming for the runaway, where the jet's already in position to take off, we charge forward at maximum speed.
もうどないしょフロント直さんとあかんよなこないだぶつけて直してもらったばっかりやのに
What are we doing anymore? Alright, line her up right beside that jet. After that, just hold her steady and keep the accelerator to the floor. God damn it. God, I'm so good. I swear to God, man, people are gonna think I'm actually like, I've actually played these games. I assure you, I do all my shit blind. I just like say shit that comes into my head, and most of the time it happens. I am the guru of visual novels. While shouting instructions to my friend, I retrieve a large flashy box from the back seat.
ちょっと何すんねんなそれ俺の七面鳥やでなあ
Are we just gonna chuck it into the engine? The passenger jet takes off at around 285 kph. Kilometers per hour, if you would. We should just barely be able to catch up with this thing.
おいちょっと話聞けやいや聞いてくれません
You think I give a fuck for what you saying? We can make it if you keep the pedal all the way down. I'm counting on you.
何すんの
Don't even... I take out the enormous lump of bird flesh from its bed of cold gel packs and hold it high into the air like a championship trophy. We are doing that too! The wind pressure! We're traveling at a speed sufficient to lift an airplane into the sky. The moment I stand up from behind the windshield, the air rushing past shakes my body violently. Somehow holding myself steady, I dig my fingers into the turkey and shove my hand slightly forward. It's an absurd plan, and I don't have a chance to rehearse. I can only hope I have the timing and angle to release angle of release correct. Still, I got no choice but to try. Hey, can't you get this thing going any faster?
むっちゃいいよなもう無理やってそれより俺の鳥どうすんねや
Your turkey is about to get for the greater good. It won't be possible to catch up with the plane if the plane hits V1 speed. We've got to make it before then. Alright, good. Keep going like this. The car slips out from under the engine and begins to push slightly ahead. Carefully watching the distance, I wait for the right moment. Another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, now! Throwing both arms with all my might, I fling the cold lump into the air and let the wind carry it back. The turkey soars majestically into the sky and then instantly captured by the powerful suction of the intake. Curves toward the engine. What is even happening anymore? I literally say the most ridiculous things, but then the game makes it happen.
何の音だ
The plane got fucked.
バードストライクですエンジンに鳥を巻き込んだようです
Bird strike.
なんだと飛べないのか無理です急停止します
God damn it, dude.
早く原因を調べろ代わりに飛べる機の手配を急げ
That was like the sound of when the hyperdrive stops working.
はい
Doo, doo, doo,
何か
doo.
外で異変が起こったかもしれん停止したらすぐに調べるんだ
You guys about to get fucked by Kazami Yuji occupation student, alright?
わかりましたよし行け
This game's amazing. This entire segment was amazing. Holy shit. Yup, now we're beating some ass.
どうした
Oh my lord.
何かあったの
I'm saving you, Yumiko.
大丈夫です様子を見てまいりますのでこちらにてお待ちくださいおい今行くぞ何があった
Wham! Right in the face. Yup.
あ
Yup, there it is.
何なの一体何が
Yumiko, calm down. Shh. Oh, She's sitting at the very back of the 20C cabin, crouching as if to hide herself. Her frightened expression changes to one of stunned astonishment the moment our eyes meet. You're damn right. I went through hell and back. Hey. I speak in the casual tone I always used to greet her in the classroom.
どうしてあなたにこれ以上迷惑をかけたくないからだから
Shh. Shh. Before Skaki can continue, I snap open my cell phone and show her the screen.
これって私の送った
Yeah. She probably intended it for her to be her goodbye, but instead, those words brought me here. Again with the I'm sorry, huh? Oh. Oh boy. I told you not to say that anymore, didn't I? Sakagi's bewildered expression crumbles. All of a sudden, she's on the verge of breaking down.
だって私あなたに本当に迷惑ばかりかけてだから謝らなきゃって思って
Shh. Don't say that.
あなただけじゃない寮の他の子にも今まで私に関わってきて親切にしてくれた人にもみんな
Shh, I told you. Don't say that. Little by little, her eyes fill with tears. Her voice quavers as she wipes them away with her hands. In that case, keep going until you can repay them properly. Nobody wants your apologies, right? All right? Try gratitude instead.
感謝で
That's right. With a nod to Sakaki, I slowly moved my hand off the seat and extended forward. When I was at absolute rock bottom, my master reached out a hand to me. And now, imitating her as best I can, I reach out to Sakaki. Oh!
つみくん
Take my hand. Sakaki observes my outstretched hand uncertainly. With eyes still full of hesitation, she looks up at me. You're right here, Sakaki Yumiko. I can see you just fine. Come with me. For years, he's refused to acknowledge the girl in the mirror as anything but a character in a play, shrinking back from the world. She lost her place in it entirely. And so I begin with a simple affirmation of her existence. I'll get you out of here. I'll hold you up until you can walk. And I'll speak until you can find your voice. Don't dance on anyone's strings anymore. You can live your life however you want. I came here to show you how.
逃げるの
Not quite. I want us to search for an answer.
探す
Sakaki Yumiko is a daughter of the Sakaki family. She's also first and foremost a human being. In the course of a life filled with painful events completely beyond her control, she's very nearly lost sight of that. But it's an absolute fact. Right now, this girl's lost the ability to live on her own terms. So until she can find her answer, I'll just have to keep her safe. So good! Now that I've made that decision, I'm not going to back down. No matter what comes next, even if my country comes after me. This is kind of like, in some sort of ways, how we did for Machina. Like, in a sense, I guess. Let's go, Yumiko. Sakaki reacts strongly to that word. I haven't used her name since the day we reached our first wary truce. Today I'm breaking that seal. It's the clearest way I have to demonstrate how I see her now. Come on, Yumiko. I bring my hand still closer. We ain't taking no for an answer at this point. I think she understands. I'm not talking to the daughter of a railroad tycoon or an antisocial problem child. I'm talking to a fellow human being. And because she understands, her face grows all the more uncertain. A part of her is questioning whether she deserves this. Yumiko! Instead of saying it's alright, I call out her name and push my hand forward. Sakaki's breath catches in her throat. She moves her mouth slightly without producing a sound, as if to practice. And then, somewhat hesitantly, she speaks.
いいの本当に
You're damn right it is. Yes. Oh!
分かった
We did it! We're running away with Yumiko, just like we ran away with Makina. Yumiko nods and takes my hand. At first, it's a gentle, hesitant touch, but soon her grip grows firm. I clasp her hand tightly in return and draw her up out of her seat. There'll be others soon. Come on, we need to hurry. Leading her by the hand, I exit the plane by the escape chute. A quick glance around suggests no one's pursuing us yet. Still, I leave at a run, pulling Yumiko behind me. Damn. That was all amazing! It's the first time I've ever really held a girl's hand. It feels slender in mine, surprisingly small. From now on, I'll have to lead Yumiko safely forward, shielding her from danger. It's a serious responsibility. I knew that from the start, but right now it feels terribly real. Having someone to protect really weighs you down, Asuko. Damn! Was it like this for my master when she pulled me along all those years ago? Right now, Yumiko's small hand feels unbelievably heavy. Can a piece of trash like me really carry this kind of weight? I can feel doubt oozing out of me like sweat. That's no good. It'll only make Yumiko uneasy if I start brooding. Shaking my head a little, I resettle my hand around hers. A tight grip so that it can't slip away. Beyond the quickly parting clouds, I can see the sky gradually turning to red. Night will be here before long. Oh my god. Whew! Oh my god, dude. So many things! So many things happened. Oh boy. I was able to become a prophet like twice. We got Yumiko back. We had an emotional moment. Asuko was brought up, and people are going to be like,
oh, just you wait until you play the second game. Then you'll fully understand what that all actually means.
even though I'm pretty, we're all pretty good on that front. I'm just very fulfilling parts, man.